peeps? We are back at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and as you can see, we are here during the Christmas Town event. It's the end of 2024, and we've already shared our Busch Gardens Williamsburg Christmas Town event coverage with you. I'll link that at the end of this video. Make sure to watch if you're interested in all the Christmassy things happening in the park. But today, we are actually here on a beautiful sunny day. You can see the sun's like, ta-da, right there. We're here today to tell you about all the events and things coming to Busch Gardens Williamsburg in 2025. So this is like a 2025 guide to all the cool things coming to Busch Gardens Williamsburg in its 50th year. As we walk by the giant Santa, that's the first thing we should mention, that Busch Gardens Williamsburg Christmas Town event runs through January 5th. So if you don't have a chance to come before Christmas, you can actually come into the new year and celebrate, the holiday season. I've never been to the park this far before opening. It's the park opens at 2. It's about 1:30, and literally the gates are shut and everything. So we're not even in the park yet. That's fun. I just happen to be like the first person to literally walk in the park from the public. I mean, there's a worker over there. Never had this experience before. It's all mine. Okay, well, as we make our way into the park, beautiful, beautiful Christmas decorations. Let's talk about the first event to come to 2025 at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and it's coming right at midnight on New Year's Eve. So there will be New Year's Eve fireworks this year, December 31st, celebrating coming into the new year, 2025. So that's the first event, New Year's Eve fireworks at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. So let's start our journey back here in France. We skipped a couple countries. We'll come back to them. But the first event for the 2025 year is actually going to be on January 24th. So after Busch Gardens is closed from January 5th through January 24th, they're going to open up on select days, January 24th through March 9th, for Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras will feature specialty food, cocktails, and shows all themed to like New Orleans or Mardi Gras. It's actually a pretty cool event. Here in Ireland seems like the best place to talk about the St. Patrick's Day celebration. In fact, we're in front of Grogan's Pub right now, which is one of the most iconic places in the park, especially to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So St. Patrick's Day celebration this year is going to be a shortened event. It's only going to be March 13th through March 17th. So one long weekend. Plan ahead if you're trying to get here for St. Patrick's Day. After St. Patrick's Day weekend, me and Abby Kadabi wanted to tell you about Kids Weekends, which will be March 21st through April 20th. And it'll take place here at the Sesame Street Forest of Fun. Like the floodgates of people opened up. Like, look at all those people that walked by while I was filming me in front of Abby Kadabi. It felt a little awkward. If they really want to do something cool for the 50th anniversary, they'll bring back the magician show or the magic show that was in here. I loved that growing up. So one of our most favorite booths at Busch Gardens Williamsburg's Food and Wine Festival is the Hawaii booth, and it's usually right back here as you exit Ireland, here in the back of the park. And so let's talk about Busch Gardens Williamsburg Food and Wine Festival. Food and Wine Festival returns select dates longer than ever, April 24th through June 15th. So it's almost 2 full months of Food and Wine Festival this year. I think it's mostly Thursdays through Sundays, but select dates throughout that time period. And in addition to the festival this year, there's actually going to be a Food and Wine 5K. We did the Fiends Frenzy 5K. There was a cool video that we showed you about that. Great experience. And so Food and Wine 5K sounds like a ton of fun too. But right here, Hawaii booth. We look forward to seeing you. In fact, there's one of the booths now. Okay, so I'm here in front of one of the park's most iconic rides, the Loch Ness Monster, which the legend lives on, reopened last year. We showed you all that great footage and the construction, and here seems like a good place to talk about next year's 50th anniversary. We mentioned it at the beginning of this video. Next year will be Busch Gardens Williamsburg's 50th anniversary, and I'm sure they're going to do a ton of stuff. They haven't announced a ton of details yet, other than there will be a special 50th anniversary celebration on May 16th. So right after Food and Wine, right before the Summer of Wonder type stuff, probably around the time that we'll see Big Bad Wolf opening up next year, the Wolf's Revenge. But last year, Loch Ness Monster was open in time for Summer of Wonder. So I would imagine we'll see something like Big Bad Wolf. And we'll talk about Summer of Wonder here in a little bit. But before we do, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, 50th anniversary, May 16th. I am sure details are forthcoming, but plan ahead because we will be here. Now we are at the back of the park right now, at the back of frames. You can kind of see the amphitheater behind me, and that's kind of a good place. This is a good place to talk about the Summer of Wonder event, which will be daily, June 20th through July 31st this summer. And the reason I say this is a good place is because back here, they should be having some concerts featuring, national best-selling artists, local rock bands, things like that during the Summer of Wonder, which will also feature specialty cocktails, specialty food, that kind of thing. And it's a fun way to make the summer something more than just showing at the park. They're actually going to have some cool events, some cool concerts, fireworks, all sorts of fun stuff. Bear, 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 bear. Bear, what are you most looking forward to in 2025? Leave a comment down below. I actually had to wait in line to take a picture with the bear today. Well, to film the bear. I didn't take a picture. But there were people wanting to take a picture with the bear. He's like a celebrity. As we make our way through Germany, let's talk about the next event, Beerfest Brews and Barbecue, which will be featured select days, August 1st through September 1st. So right after Summer of Wonder, right before howl-o-scream, and is your beer and barbecue festival. It's actually a pretty cool event. They just actually implemented it this past year. In previous years, it was just Beer Fest, but they brought barbecue into it, smoked meats and that kind of thing. And so you've got yummy food, good beer, and if you're 21 and up, it is definitely made for you. Hello.
How's the weather over there?
It's so cold.
What do you mean? This is summer weather, summer vacation.
It is. It's actually really nice. It should be colder though. It's only 17 days till Christmas.
We're on summer vacation right now. So
Okay.
This is perfect weather.
Yeah, but when do you guys start ramping up though? You got stuff to do.
Well, not me. I've already made all the cookies.
There are so
Oh,
many
okay, we're set
over
then.
at North Pole. We are not the only four.
Yeah.
But
They got it.
you're the hardest working for though,
Oh, thank you.
right?
You are the hardest working four.
Absolutely.
That's
I've
why
already done my job.
Exactly.
My job's been done.
Well, have a lovely day.
Bye, friend.
Bye. This is cool. As we make our way out of Germany into Oktoberfest, they have a food truck here. I've seen people talk about it online, but I've never actually seen one in person. This one has lemonade, Carolina-style pulled pork barbecue. Very cool. It feels weird to be talking about our next event with a gingerbread man up there, but we're gonna do it. And he's waving at us. I mean, we gotta say hi. We gotta give him a high five. High five to Gingy. Gingy, high five. Bam. Merry Christmas. I had to get out of earshot from Gingy. I didn't want him to hear about the horror that we're going to talk about of howl-o-scream returning select nights September 5th through November 2nd. Now, this is not an anniversary year, but I do think some of the houses that were featured last year were probably in their final year. So I think we'll actually get some new houses this year, some new territories, and I'm really looking forward to it. So September 5th through November 2nd, howl-o-scream returns. And as I walk away from Fest House with the sunlight behind me like I'm in an old Western, the Fiends Frenzy 5K will also be returning this year. We ran it this past year. Ton of fun. You could take pictures. This was the start and finish line in front of Fest House. You could take pictures with howl-o-scream characters, and they were out on the course. So cool themed race. Very difficult though. It's very hilly in this park, so plan ahead or train ahead. But Fiends Frenzy 5K will be returning for 2025. Now, sadly, we are here before the Christmas Town Express opens, so we can't get any closer than this. You can see they've blocked me out, and there's a tent here. I guess this is like the line when Fest House gets a little crowded during Christmas Town. But you can see, I hear the first lift hill has been constructed for the Big Bad Wolf. So Big Bad Wolf, Wolf's Revenge is the key new attraction coming to the 50th anniversary of Busch Gardens Williamsburg in 2025. We don't have an opening date yet, but like I said, I would anticipate seeing it around mid to late May, maybe with some past member preview time, maybe before the big park anniversary, and that way it's open in time for the park anniversary. That is totally conjecture. I've not seen any rumors. I have no inside information, but they are cooking on the track, putting the track up, and it's December right now. So in 6 months, I'm really thinking that'll be ready for you to ride and me to ride. And we're back at the Sesame Street Forest of Fun to talk about the Halloween Spooktacular, which is Saturdays and Sundays, September 20th through November 2nd, and will feature daytime Halloween fun for kids, including trick-or-treating.
They do. They close if it gets to a certain temperature. Upside down.
And of course, Christmas Town will be returning next year. Select dates November 14th, 2025 through January 4th, 2026. So, like I said, at the end of this video, we will feature our experiences from this year's Christmas Town event so you can check it out and maybe come next year for yourself. All right, peeps, that does it for us with our 2025 guide to Busch Gardens Williamsburg. You know we'll be here to talk to you about all the cool events that they announced, bring you along with us, show you the new Big Bad Wolf, and bring you all the details about the 50th anniversary celebration. So if you want to see all of that, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so that you know when we release more content. Give us a thumbs up on this video because it actually really helps us out. And leave us a comment down below. What are you most looking forward to at next year's event? Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next year.